Do you ever reminisce that it's a hot summer day and you're biting into a slice of juicy, sweet watermelon? That refreshing taste is what all summers and beach trips are about. Once they have the perfect environment, farmers plant the saplings about 1 inch deep and with equal distance. Once the watermelons are ready, the manual harvesting begins. Workers use a sharp knife in their hands to carefully cut the fruit from the vine, leaving a small portion of the stem attached to each melon. This helps keep the fruit fresh during transport. Look at that bright red juicy marvel though, ready to be picked. Watermelons are heavy, weighing anywhere from 10 to 50 pounds, so workers pick up the melons from underneath, cradling them to avoid damaging the fruit. Harvesting watermelons by hand is still the foundation of the process. Workers spread out across the field in teams, each equipped with sharp knives to cut the ripe melons from the vine. The teams move in a coordinated fashion, covering large areas quickly, while making sure that only the ripest watermelons are picked. What's unique here? Instead of carrying the heavy watermelons themselves, workers use a conveyor belt system or carts to make transporting the melons easier. In fields where conveyor belts are used, the system is mounted onto a slow-moving vehicle, for example, a tractor, which drives alongside the workers in the field. As workers cut the watermelons from the vine, they gently place them on the moving conveyor belt, keeping everything smooth. Once the conveyor belt has collected enough watermelons, they are unloaded into large bins, typically attached to a tractor. Using conveyor belts allows harvesting teams to pick more watermelons in less time without the strain of carrying them across the field. While on the other hand, a trailer is fitted with a moving conveyor belt that runs along the length of the vehicle. This machine moves slowly through the field as workers pick watermelons by hand. The conveyor belt is powered by the tractor's engine or a separate motor and is designed to move the harvested watermelons from the workers in the field directly to large crates located at the end of the conveyor. That was a sweaty day. Now they need to relax a bit while machines take care of the further processes. Focusing on some healthy sides. So yeah, because of its high water content, watermelon can actually help you stay hydrated longer than just water alone. The fruit contains natural sugars, which help your body absorb water more efficiently, making it the perfect snack after a long day outside or a tough workout. Workers don't need to carry heavy watermelons long distances, saving them time and energy. These automated rubbing and sorting machines use sensors and conveyor belts to measure the size and weight of each watermelon and separate them into different grades. Workers also visually inspect the watermelons for any remaining defects, such as bruises, cracks. They remove any watermelons that don't meet the quality standards for shipping. This automatic packing system offers a perfect blend of speed. Each individual partitioned conveyor system passes the watermelons to their dedicated apportion to get packed with the same quality and sizes. Watermelons typically need at least 8 hours of sunlight a day, which is why they're planted in late spring, after the last frost, when the sun is shining bright. As watermelons roll down the conveyor belt, workers and cameras check for visible imperfections, such as bruises, cracks, or spots. If not cameras, then those experts are gonna make sure of that. Some factories use advanced infrared sensors that can check for internal defects, like overripe spots that aren't visible from the outside. As the watermelons move down the conveyor belt, automated sensors and scales measure the weight and size of each one. That is important because its price depends on its size. And also, some people are more comfortable with the mid-sized watermelon as it's easier to carry, cut, and store. Each watermelon is then directed to the appropriate lane using mechanical pushers, which gently nudge the fruit into its designated spot. And if you ask in which region watermelons are mostly harvested, China is by far the world's largest producer of watermelons, responsible for over 60% of the world's production. Once the watermelon is sectioned, workers use sharp knives to carefully remove the outer green rind, or they can switch to mechanical help as well. The outer rind is thick and tough, so it requires some strength to slice through it. The key is to peel away just the right amount, removing the green skin and the white layer beneath it, while keeping as much of the red flesh as possible. Watermelon juice is all about capturing the fruit's natural sweetness and hydrating qualities. And these machines apply no formalities, just throw the whole melon roughly, and it's gonna extract every bit of the juice out of it. As the flesh is crushed, the juice is extracted and filtered through fine mesh screens, which separate the liquid from the solid pulp. Proper preparation makes sure that the juice extraction process goes smoothly and maximizes the amount of juice extracted from each watermelon, while on the other hand, they prepare their juice bottles. Want to know if your watermelon is ripe without cutting it? Check for a creamy yellow spot on the underside. This is where it sat and ripened in the sun. Give it a lift too. A ripe one should feel heavy for its size and give off a hollow sound when tapped. Now the slicing mechanism often uses a combination of blades and angled knives to cut through the watermelon. These blades are set at precise angles to create the triangular shape, with the base of the triangle being the outer rind and the tip pointing toward the center of the fruit. These watermelons that get damaged during harvesting are then crushed by farmers in the fields to extract the seeds. Watermelons are fed into the crushing machine, which squeezes or slices them open. The soft flesh is mashed, while the tougher seeds remain intact and are separated. The core functionality of a multi-blade slicer lies in its ability to make multiple cuts in one pass. That's just satisfying. Do you love having your protein-rich non-veg meals? You're gonna love watching your favorite vegetables grow out of pure love. We thought it's been days since we went for some fresh crops cultivation adventure, so we have come to this beautiful land of Rostov Oblast in Russia. Yeah, we have come so far. I have been there watching their soil nourish and produce the beautiful pea flowers out of the little crops. It's been all so pure and satisfactory. As it's almost harvesting time, so we need to speed up the process. For you guys, let's jump straight to the harvesting season. I was like, why do we need this much huge vehicle to cut the crops? Until I saw its mind-blowing magic. As soon as this mechanical beast arrived in the fields, it took matters in its, well, mechanical hands. The Beast Harvester's got some serious cutting power. It comes with sharp blades and a rotary cutter that chops through pea plants right at the base. These blades are super precise, so they grab the whole plant without leaving anything behind. Yeah, beast harvesters like these need no manual help. It's literally a one-man job. Inside the machine, the entire greenery goes through a bunch of cool stages. First, it gets shaken and vibed to pop the peas out of their pods. Using a bunch of gentle shaking and brushing techniques, the pods loosen the pea pearls. Now comes the screens and sieves that let the tiny peas drop through while the air blowers catching the bigger pods and trash. The peas end up in a special hopper, while the empty pods and stems get kicked out the back of the machine. I have seen it digging deep into the soil, cutting and eating the entire crop, while at the same time revealing the green pea pearls from its pods. These machines are designed to operate at high speeds, allowing farmers to cover large areas of land quickly. Check out that huge collection of beautiful green pea pearls, which are all set to get collected and reach the dedicated facilities. Hey, which lazy peas combos would you prefer when you don't feel like cooking? I literally ran out of options whenever I needed to cook something protein-based. The precision of modern harvesters minimizes the loss of peas and reduces the amount of damaged produce. As they're moving along, why don't you guys hit a like? It's your just one like, but it means a lot to us. You're our ultimate support. The main process begins when green peas are unloaded from trucks onto a continuous running carriage and conveyor belt system. These belts are designed to carry large quantities of peas smoothly and efficiently. They are passed to the amazing cylindrical sieves. These rotating drums have superb active mesh screens that help separate the peas from the mess through its constantly moving energy. The peas, being smaller and round, fall through the mesh and continue forward. After separation, the peas are transferred to a large pool of water for washing. The clean water helps to remove any remaining dirt and residues from the peas. Additionally, the washing process allows any peels, damaged, or rotten peas to be separated from the fresh, healthy ones. Fresh peas pass through additional sieves, while unwanted material is left behind. This thorough washing ensures that only clean and good quality peas proceed further. Manual sorting is important to make sure no debris can pass through. This is important to get done before drying the peas, in order to keep things under quality controls. This is cute, yet strategic. Those camera sensors check for any rotten, D-shaped, or discolored pea pearls to stop them right away and preserve the quality measures. At this stage, peas are exposed to steamers that soften them slightly. Those gentle water solution sprayers cool down the peas while removing any harmful bacteria that might be sticking somewhere. After several washing and cleaning stages, it's barely possible for any bacteria to be still present. Now the soft and cleaned pea pearls are all set to get preserved of their quality, texture, flavor, and color. For that, a little and quick blanching is applied before they are sent to the deep freezers. That's the inside scene of those huge freezers, where every fruit or vegetable gets its frozen texture. You might be wondering why the edible stuff keeps vibrating like this in the freezers. This little trouble in paradise helps every green edible pearl not to stick with another, providing us the ultimate convenience whenever we cook using those frozen veggies. Final sorting, or you can say just a quick stop for any stone or debris presence. We all have been there when those peas have passed all quality checks and undergone heat treatment, so now they are ready for packaging. The packaging process involves placing the peas into containers, which will help in easy and equal packaging. Remember doing the blanching a little time ago. That process also made the peas less sticky and easier to handle during the packaging process. You know Russia is a significant producer of green peas because what we have been able to learn so far, on average, Russia produces around 800,000 to 900,000 metric tons of green peas annually. Well, 9 became possible only when they hit a jackpot and crops had produced well enough. After those packets, how can we leave those tin cans behind? Some of the cooked peas are packed into those aluminum tins so we can have the literal ease while making any quick dish. Just open the lid, pour, and it's all set. Those fields filled with rows of pepper plants are bearing those delicious wonders that have grown over several months. It is a big deal in farming, as red peppers in particular are left on the plant longer than green ones, allowing them to fully ripen. As the harvest season arrives, the peppers are ready to be picked. When it comes to red peppers, getting that perfect flavor and color is a big deal, so using the right tech is key to picking them at the perfect time. The machines used are super gentle. They move through the fields, carefully picking the ripe peppers and placing them on conveyor belts. These belts then carry the peppers to collection bins, keeping them safe and fresh until they're ready for processing. The whole process is done with extra care to make sure those peppers stay in top-notch condition from the moment they're picked. You can see those belts in the harvesting machine are proceeding the peppers forward while removing the leaves and other dirt right away. This technique helps in later cleaning, which is way more in-depth and efficient. And those farmers make sure of the cleaned and red peppers getting passed through. Okay, if you spot one green bell pepper in the stock, it's no biggie. It's not going to make it in the packaging. Stick to the video and you'll see it yourself during your tour to the facility. After collecting peppers through those big fields, the entire stock needs an initial inspection, which is all handled by those trained workers, and advanced optical sorting systems ensure that only the best peppers move forward. Any peppers that don't meet the quality standards are set aside for alternative uses. Of course, there's nothing to waste. Red bell peppers are straight up fire in kitchens everywhere. Whether you're vibing with Mediterranean flavors or spicing up a Mexican salsa, these peppers slap with that sweet, vibrant kick in any dish. I know most of us don't want to cook on holidays, so what do you guys prefer on holidays? I'm really curious. Being our loyal audience from the day one, you must know we love showing you maximum possible products made out of a single item. Same is the case here. Bell peppers come in unlimited ways and uses. So here we are watching those people deliberately sorting the just washed red bell peppers so they can help in smoothing the overall process. They make sure the cord-free peppers make their way to the steamers. Yup, the steamed bell peppers are another wonder of this facility that has made our lives super easy, because making of red sauce has become a piece of cake now. Simply roll out the steamed peppers along with the other prepared ingredients in the blender, and it's all ready. Oh yeah, here the peppers are also all ready to get packed in those sanitized aluminum cans, so they remain safe, intact, and fresh throughout their shelf life. Since the peppers are steamed before being canned, the need for preservatives is greatly reduced. You're getting the pure essence of the pepper without unnecessary additives. After cleaning and sorting, some fresh red bell peppers are fed into these not-so-famous but magical chopping machines, where the on-point blades work at incredible speeds to slice them into perfectly uniform half pieces, while at the same time their cords are removed without any extra effort. I just realized I could have said, "It's an all-in-one machine." I might have zoned out. Anyways, please keep me awake through your hyped and fiery comments regarding my latest concern that, when was the last time you utilized red peppers and what did you make? When the green peppers reach their peak ripeness, a fleet of specialized harvesting machines takes the stage. These advanced machines, equipped with high-tech sensors and soft grip technology, glide effortlessly through the fields, gently plucking each pepper from the vine with care. Throughout the process, the peppers are harvested with a touch that ensures they remain pristine and undamaged. As the peppers are expertly picked, they travel through an onboard sorting system to get the first-hand green peppers. Here, any overripe or less than perfect peppers are carefully separated out, leaving only the finest to continue their journey. So, the freshly harvested peppers are then whisked away to the storage containers. As soon as those containers are stacked with green beauties, the containers leave the field so the bell peppers remain crisp and fresh until they reach the factory. Factories use advanced cleaning systems that combine various techniques to ensure every pepper is thoroughly cleansed. After cleaning, the peppers are sorted based on various factors containing size, color, and quality that may affect their sales. Modern factories often use automated vision systems for this task. These systems consist of high-resolution cameras and artificial intelligence algorithms that can analyze thousands of peppers per minute. They detect imperfections, such as discoloration, bruises, or irregular shapes, and sort the peppers accordingly. The speed and accuracy of these systems are impressive. They ensure that only the best peppers continue to the packing stage, maintaining a high standard of quality that consumers expect. Many factories are adopting eco-friendly packaging options for green peppers. Yellow bell peppers start their life as green and then glow up to that bright yellow vibe we all love on our plates. They're sweeter than green ones but not as sugary as the red ones. Basically, they're the middle child of the pepper fam, nailing that flavor balance just right. And these yellow bell peppers pack more vitamin C than oranges. Just one pepper can give you more than your daily dose. That's why you might have noticed people using trio of peppers to balance the nutrition. Orange bell peppers have a milder, slightly tangy sweetness compared to red bell peppers, which are the sweetest of all the bell pepper colors. But orange ones offer a more balanced, fruity taste, so definitely a plus. It's not like spilling the most mysterious fact here, but yeah, that color difference is due to the stage of ripeness and the specific pigments that develop gradually, making a huge difference though. Orange bell peppers are typically harvested when they're fully ripe, but haven't yet developed the deeper red pigments, often has greenish hues. Because of their different flavor profiles, orange bell peppers are often used in dishes where you want a subtle sweetness and a pop of color. Honestly, I never get to focus on their individual details. I used to add all the 3 bell peppers, which I'm gonna show you that most famous packaging we all buy from local grocery stores in a sec. Okay, I add all of them because I needed a good presentation of my meals, and I still add bit of all in curries, spaghettis, and even making red sauce pasta. Fine, I admit my cooking skills are worst. Do we have anyone like me? Instead of using traditional plastic, some are switching to biodegradable or recyclable materials. This shift helps reduce the environmental impact of packaging waste, which is an increasing concern for both producers and consumers. No, buddy, our endless product journey hasn't come to stop yet. Here comes the whole trio peppers packaging. Check out how seamlessly these machines are helping those people to wrap the red, green, and yellow bell peppers with a nice and suitable workflow. This packaging is even better for people like me who need the whole 3 bell peppers for their meals. It marks the perfect quantity. Is he pressing the very iconic subscribe button? My bad. Maybe you could do it. He's just doing his job. Yeah, chopping the whole 3 bell peppers with the help of this beast. Because some of our audience might need the chopped peppers too, to top it onto various baking items or put them in different dishes. Mushrooms. I never got that much excited before. The reason is simple. I love mushrooms, and I have never seen its bulk processing before. Let's just cut to the chase. Mushroom cultivation starts when the compost arrives at the grower's farm. First, the compost is loaded into a mushroom tunnel and spread smoothly. Casing, essential for mushroom formation, is also loaded into the tunnel and applied as a 5-centimeter layer on the compost surface, which is smoothed using a conveyor belt. Next, the peat gets a little ruffle to kickstart growth, followed by a good watering. Here, they keep the temperature at a cozy 25 degrees by continuous watering between flushes. When you see tiny mushroom pins, it's a sign that success is near. Soon enough, the mushrooms start popping up, like stars twinkling in the night sky. Okay, nothing to exaggerate about, but they are so fluffy and beautiful, it's a real treat to see. Mushrooms are carefully hand-picked to ensure they remain undamaged and high quality. Workers then visually inspect the harvested mushrooms, trim any unwanted parts, and sort them by size and quality. Human hands ensure careful handling, detailed inspections, and final touches, while machinery brings efficiency, consistency, and speed to the process. Let's store those mushrooms in some cold place before some mechanical magic. It now cuts the remaining mushrooms in bulk and completely clears out the compost. Check out that super satisfying sight of how those brilliant machines are cutting the mushroom heads from the bedding as if it's a piece of cake. Well, for them. automated systems assist by transporting the mushrooms via conveyor belts to different processing stations. This combination of human hands and robotic machines guarantees that the mushrooms reaching the market are of the highest quality, fresh, and ready to be enjoyed. The expert labor handles the storage of packaged mushrooms, placing them in cold storage to maintain freshness. Eventually, the compost worn out and is removed by advanced machinery. Afterward, the mushroom tunnel is thoroughly cleaned with water, making sure it's all set for another round. If you're looking to manage your weight, mushrooms can be a great addition to your meals. They have a lot of immune-boosting properties and greater amount of vitamin D, making pretty rich meals every time. Now, the packaging is gonna open, and the mushrooms are moved via a conveyor belt to the next process. The machines carefully place freshly cleaned mushrooms into small buckets, ensuring each bucket is filled evenly. These buckets travel smoothly on a conveyor belt to the wrapping station, where they receive label stickers for identification. Mushrooms are often hailed as a culinary treasure, adding a unique flavor and texture to a variety of dishes. They have a rich, earthy flavor that enhances many dishes, from soups and stews to salads and pizzas. Once the packed mushrooms safely arrive at their destination, they're unloaded into large containers that companies deal with according to their needs, to avoid overcrowding. Considering making everything for everyone very seriously, these companies take a bunch of fresh mushroom stock to give you the most irresistible transition of your life. The washed and cleaned mushrooms are transferred on the continuous belts, so they would take them to the batter and breading stations. First, they are heavily coated with the rich battery sauce, which will give them the unique taste and makes the flavored breadcrumbs sticks perfectly. Check that smooth and continuous process that seems almost impossible thanks to these modern automated systems. Here comes the freshly fried crispy mushrooms. They are literally the best treat for mushroom lovers, juicy and intact from inside, while perfectly crispier from outside. Oh no, it's making me order my favorite tomato soup, topped with grilled mushrooms. Time to make some pickles. Their umami taste, which is often described as savory or meaty, makes them a popular choice for both vegetarians and meat eaters alike. These crunchy, savory treats have become a staple in many restaurants and home kitchens. Loved for their addictive taste and satisfying crunch, none other than those crispier onion rings. The sweetness of the onion contrasts beautifully with the savory and crunchy batter, creating a taste experience that's hard to resist. I really want to know what you guys love to watch in our upcoming videos. Please drop the comments, we would love to hear you.